Since I have now repainted the bumpers of my Kadett, which in the first case, as you could see, was really needed, now we're finally starting to do something to the car. Well, just let's just say preparation-wise, to eventually also get the paint corrected, make the car look like it is brand new again. Since the paint on this car actually, which you can see from the earlier videos, is actually really not in the best shape. As you can see, when I opened the hood or the bonnet, you can see underneath is a much shinier red type of paint. And that is basically because this car doesn't have a clear coat on it. And that is why I actually wanted to, after repainting the bumpers, also take care of the paint as well. And in the last video I also spray painted my wheels, and basically when I saw that also the undercarriage of the car did not need that much of help, since it wasn't that rusty, I thought, well, why not just prepare the car for the final paint correction? And I did that with my father, as always, by simply starting with removing this dent, as it was just very visible in my opinion, and also getting more comfort inside of the car. And one of the key things is that most of the time the dashboard cabinet also sometimes cracks. And basically also at some points of the car the paint wasn't that, let's just say thick, as some paint chips were also taken out of the paint of the car, where you could even see the underneath of the car, which eventually I think would also lead to the car just rusting away at some point. And also therefore I repainted it with the exact same paint coat as always, because I want the difference to be as little as possible. And eventually I painted it with a paint tipper. I don't know if that's the English pronunciation of word for it. And eventually sanding away the rest of it. Also removing my license plate, I also saw that there was some kind of weird tape or something that was under the license plate, and I noticed it beforehand. That's why I also wanted to get the license plate off. And I actually thought, is this really rust underneath? Because I thought, well, maybe they used some sort of plaster to eventually, just cover a hole of rust. But eventually, after a long time of scraping and also trying to remove other parts of the residue, it eventually got off very good. Basically, like nothing underneath was even happening. So in my opinion, it is also just very strange why this piece of tape was on there in the first place, since there basically wasn't anything else. Maybe it could have been some sort of dampening that more modern cars also have. But then, in my opinion, why would I even want that if it's not like really time correct? Besides that, I also wanted to take care of some parts of the engine. That is basically the part for the spark plugs. They were very rusty at some... Well, it was just surface rust, but it was more of like a cosmetic thing that I wanted to change, as it was eventually also going to be repainted, which I at this point still haven't done, but I'm still planning on doing a repaint of some parts of the engine to make it look more clean and stuff like that. This basically was also me removing the hubcaps, which in the last video you didn't really see me doing, but I repainted them, which you can see eventually also led to these wheels somewhat expanding over the tire wall of the car. And eventually I also got new tires on them. The Club Sport. The tires themselves aren't really that interesting. The tire size whatsoever, it is only a 13-inch wheel. Basically a very big difference to modern cars, which is in my opinion crazy to see. But also in my opinion, they are very, very comfortable. Another part that was just easily replaceable, which I planned on doing at time, was a new air filter. Basically an air filter is always pretty easy to do, and since I wasn't in the garage, It wasn't really the easiest part of doing, so I just figured out, well, why not just do only the air filter at this moment, since it is an easy fix, and I'm also still planning on doing it later. Besides that, I also got these roof mounts, but I had to take them off, basically because of, yeah, just polishing and also just making it easy and easier to work on. And another thing that I actually, which you can already see me doing here, wanted to take care of was that the trunk of the car did not open easily, as it basically shut on its own, and that is basically because of these trunk mounts. I don't know the exact English pronunciation of it, but the trunk mounts or the trunk lifters themselves were just worn down. They were too old and just couldn't hold the trunk up or even lift the trunk up, and therefore I ordered these new ones, and they are actually very good. They even lift it up when I just get the trunk out of the lock. So it is basically like a hands-free opener itself. Probably because they are too, I think, could be too powerful for the trunk of the car. But since I will be the one opening it most of the times, I don't really see a big problem with that whatsoever. So basically, this is basically the biggest part of just the preparation for the paint correction, and as you can see here, the trunk opens pretty good. And I'm still also, after the paint correction, planning on doing a service of the car on my own. Basically new spark plugs. The air filter has already been done. But as you can see, also an oil change, which I'm planning on doing since I don't know the exact last date. But these videos were from end of August, as from September 2025 I already did some other parts, such as the polishing of the car. But at the moment, the car is actually in a garage, because at the moment, in the Netherlands, it is almost an old-timer, and therefore people can choose to get their cars in a garage or not on just the open road for everybody, and therefore they can also get a big discount on road tax, as basically the road tax on the car would be 74 euros per 3 months. And since I am actually keeping the car in a garage, my own, between December and February, so since March 2026 the car will be available to go on the roads again. Since I planned on doing that, the road tax for the whole year up until the car turns 40 in 2027 would be only 74 euros, which actually is like a discount of like 220 euros. And I actually thought, why not? Because most of the cars already rust away, and especially during the winter when there's lots of salt on the road, I actually thought, well, that's actually quite okay with me. Yes, at the moment it is January 15th of recording. It is actually quite boring not to be able to drive the car, but at the same time it is also good knowing that the car doesn't rust away because it is in a garage. And I'm also just at the same time saving up money to get the car the right things that it needs, and also planning on doing the distribution and other parts of the engine, that the car really does run great afterwards for the next summer. Also, a friend of mine that also did the tires said a wheel bearing cover. I don't know what the exact, as well as the other parts, exact English pronunciation of the word is. But some cover of the wheel bearing was actually loose and was broken, so that needed replacement as well as the timing belt, also possibly needing a change. And that all adds up to some certain amount of money. I can do the service on my own because it is easy, but other parts like the timing belt, I much rather just spend on and let them do by my friends that are actually mechanics, so that the car also does run great in the future. As you can see here, I also went to a junkyard, and this is actually an Opel Kadett D with an Opel insignia on top. And you might think, well, why were you there? And that's basically because of these wheel hubcap covers. Not really hubcaps, but they were wheel covers, and that is because they were from the exact same, somewhat rims that my car has. And now I've noticed that some people that have a Kadett E with the same rims also say, well, at some point the the covers could fall off, and they are really pricey and also quite rare online. So I thought, well, why not just take those with me? They were like 10 or 15 euros, and online they were starting at 70 or 60 euros. I also saw some other cool cars like this Opel Omega B2 with leather seats and heated seats. And yeah, at the junkyard I always am quite sad because of just some cars that I see there. They actually think, well, it isn't without a reason that they're there. But at some points I also think, well, it's quite sad seeing some very cool cars there. So I eventually cleaned the hubcap covers up. But yeah, they really needed a repaint afterwards, but I'm not really planning on doing it very soon. That is basically it all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to become a member on my channel or sending a super thanks on this video. And also don't forget to like and subscribe for more. In my other playlist for the Opel Kadett E, you can find 5 other videos of the vehicle since I've got it. That was last June 2025. Yeah, please go check those videos out as well, and I will see you in the next video, which I promise you will be sooner than it was this time, because it took me over, I think it is exactly 2 months since I've uploaded the last video, but that was just basically mostly because I was very busy, and also because of the car being somewhat tucked away in a garage at this moment. So I can't really make that much new content of the car, and therefore also I wanted to decide and plan that it was actually, I think, better to just somewhat spread the videos and not really push them each month with each video, since at that point I would also be even in the visit of videos. Because I think that at that point, if I would push out 2 videos of the Kadett each month, I think that maybe at the end of January I wouldn't have any content left, which also isn't my planning. But yeah, this is the end of this video. It was a lot of talking and a bit of differences made to the car. But I wanted to say that in the next video, the biggest differences were made, as they will be going about the paint correction, polishing the car, and let's just say the car really does look beautiful. At this moment in 2026, the car does look beautiful. Although you might not really think much about it of the red paint, at this moment the car does look much better and also very much more beautiful as well. So all of that you will see in the next video, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.